In today's video, I am going to teach you how to use the trend function in Excel. This function is useful when you want to estimate a line of best fit from historical data, and then extend that trend into future time periods. By the end, you will be able to set up the worksheet and generate a forecast directly in Excel. First, you need to prepare your sheet with clear column headings. In cell A1, label it as month. Next, in cell B1, label it as sales. Then in cell C1, label it as trend forecast. This setup matters because the trend function will use the month values and the sales values to calculate the forecast. Now that the headings are in place, you can enter your historical timeline and sales figures. Fill cells A2 through A6 with the numbers 1 to 5. This represents 5 months of historical data, using simple numeric month indexes. Then in cells B2 through B6, enter your historical sales data. These sales values should correspond to the months you just filled in. So month 1 aligns with the sales in row 2, month 2 aligns with the sales in row 3, and so on. Type the numbers 6 and 7 in cells A7 and A8. This indicates that you want trend forecast values for 2 additional periods, continuing after your original months 1 through 5. Take a moment to make sure these are placed in the month column, because the trend function will reference these cells as the target timeline. At this point, your sheet should have months 1 through 5 with historical sales and months 6 and 7 where future results will be calculated. Now we will focus on the trend calculation itself, which will produce output values in the trend forecast column. Before you enter the formula, you should highlight the entire target formula output range. Highlight cells C2 through C8. This is important because the trend function will return multiple predicted values, one for each month, point you specified from row 2 down to row 8. By selecting the full range, you are telling Excel where to place all of the results. Next, once C2 through C8 is highlighted, place your cursor in the formula bar and type the following exactly: =trend B2 B6 A2 A8. This formula is structured so that Excel knows what Y values to analyze, which are the sales in B2 through B6, what X values correspond to the historical months, which are A2 through A6, and what X values represent the full timeline to forecast, which is A2 through A8. Now, after typing the formula, you must confirm it in a way that allows Excel to fill the array results across the selected cells. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus Enter together on your keyboard. When you do this, Excel will drop the calculated trend values into the highlighted range, filling cells C2 through C8 with the appropriate forecasts for each month point. After the calculation completes, you can review the results in the trend forecast column. Cells C2 through C6 correspond to the trend estimate across your historical months, and cells C7 and C8 correspond to the forecasted values for months 6 and 7. If your data changes, the trend results will update automatically as long as you keep the same cell ranges in the formula. And that is all there is to it. That covers everything you need to know to use the trend function in Excel, from labeling your columns to generating the forecast for future periods.